Welcome back. Rudy is petting the dog. He also doesn't want to talk to us. And Clarence doesn't want to talk to us. Lillian doesn't want to talk to us. I have no idea where the Colonel is. So, I guess that leaves Celie as the only person we can actually talk to. Or the chickens, if this were King's History, but it's not. And for reasons that science will never be able to explain, knocking on Celie's door starts Act 7. Wow, Act 6 was pretty short, wasn't it? And that makes it 1 a.m. already. Damn, way past Laura's bedtime, I guess. Hey, at least it takes less long now. What you doing here, girl? Can't you feel the evil in the air? There's something real bad around here, and I'm staying put in my cabin behind locked doors. You get yourself on back to your room, here? Yeah. Celie doesn't want to talk to me either. There's people being murdered, and nobody will listen to me, and it's frustrating. Oh well. Well, it's a new act, new possibilities, probably a new murder. Not Rudy, though. He's walking around for some reason. That's not good. Uh-oh. Someone broke the glass case and took the silver derringer. It's gone. Wait, that makes no sense. Someone just took the dagger, and that hasn't been used yet. Why does the murderer suddenly need two weapons at the same time? Not to kill two people. We've seen that he can do that with one weapon. Namely the poison in this particular case. Let's see, maybe now that it's later, some of the other people upstairs are more... Did I just walk under the... under the chandelier? Maybe some of the other people upstairs are more willing to listen to us. Uh-oh. A bad feeling comes over you as you look around this room. The small desk chair has been knocked over, and you see a fresh bloodstain on the rug. Or they could be dead. Man, well, at least it's narrowing down the list of suspects quite successfully. Unless they all killed each other. That would be quite a twist. But it seems poor Clarence has bit the dust. He was kind of the most reasonable of the jerks in this game, pretty much, I think, anyway. You see a fresh bloodstain on the rug near the overturned chair. During some sort of struggle, the desk chair has been overturned. You see a fresh bloodstain on the rug near the overturned chair. Can we look at any of that with the monocle? No. The notebook Clarence was writing in is on the desk, though. Clarence had left his notebook on the small writing desk. Oh, and looking at that, passes another 15 minutes, apparently. Must have been a really engrossing read. You notice that just one page has been written on, and today's date, May 27th, 1925, heads it. Curiously, you read the rest. It says, I'm terribly apprehensive about what's going on here. Can't say why. Just call it a bad sensation. But as the evening wears on, I'm feeling more and more alone. Where's Wilbur? Where's Gertie? Where's Gloria? Could they have left without me? Is there a way to leave the island that I'm not aware of? Yeah, in a box. Still, the spine-tingling feeling won't leave, and frankly, I'm scared. Well, at least someone was noticing that something odd was going on, besides me. Unfortunately, he realized it too late, and he still didn't realize the truth. Did we use this panel from this side yet? I don't know, but we did now. Is Lillian still here? There's nothing of interest in your room. Ooh! There's something of interest in the secret passage, though. You notice a dusty boot print on the floor. What? Okay, well, I guess we've noticed it. What else going to have to do? There's nobody here, though. I wonder... Lillian was writing in something, probably her diary. I know it's not a very nice thing to do to a friend, but, well, there is a mystery to solve here. Let's see if she'd left her suitcase unlocked. She did! You notice the diary lying atop Lillian's clothes. Let's read it. Again, not a very nice thing to do, but there are murders to be solved and things of that nature. Okay, get diary then. Wow, we have quite a few things now. There's a diary with a rose on it, apparently. No, that's not what I mean. I want to read it. Upon opening the diary, you casually notice an ink-stained fingerprint inside the front cover. Curiously, and a bit guiltily, you scan through the rest of the diary's pages. Nothing much captures your interest until you come to the latest entry. It reads, May 27th. That's the day! Apparently. Dear Diary, I'm so terribly upset. I can't believe Uncle Henri would do this to me. I thought I was like a daughter to him, and now I find that I'm no more important than any of those other creeps. They can't get away with it, you know? They just can't. Between you and me, Diary, you know they have to go. Uh-oh. Because of what they all did to me. I know they were all in it together to have me put away in that nut house. I was never crazy. They just wanted me out of the picture. Now they have to. That's it. The passage ends abruptly. What could Lillian mean by all this? I may not be Sherlock Holmes, but sounds to me like Lillian might be the killer. Well, this sort of fits with what we've seen, doesn't it? She was upset about Henri's behavior. She thought everybody else was sabotaging her relationship with him. And she has a history of mental illness, which is otherwise completely glossed over by the game. But could it be? Could Lillian be the killer? What about Rudy? I mean, he's the one who's behaving really suspiciously most of the night. Everybody had a motive to kill just about everybody else. Could it truly be Lillian? I guess so, because I can't really think of who else would want to kill Fifi and Jeeves. Unless, of course, yeah, well, Rudy might have thought they were trying to get in on the inheritance, especially Fifi. Jeeves might have just gotten into the mix there. Yeah, well, there's still too many motives floating around here, but the diary, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Actually, speaking of the diary, there was a fingerprint on it, so let's look at it with the monocle. Upon opening the diary, you see a small inky fingerprint inside the front cover. You examine it more closely with Wilbur's monocle. Well, that settles it. The killer had fingers. Lillian had fingers. So, she must be the killer. Yeah, I just don't know what the game is trying to accomplish with these fingerprints, since there's no way to compare them to each other. Okay. I wonder where Clarence's body could be, though. Oh! There it is! There's actually two places it can be. It can be either here or in Wilbur's room, I think. This is horrendous! Now it's Clarence. Someone has killed him by stabbing him in the chest with a dagger. If only there were a way to flee this terrible island. Well, I guess we know what happened to the dagger from the Colonel's weapon case. Cabinet, whatever. And another dead body in the bathroom this time. It's readily apparent that Clarence was mortally stabbed in the chest with a sharp dagger. Didn't happen while showering, though, by the looks of it, since he's fully dressed, so it's not like the death scene that we can do. I think you can actually still do that. The game will just ignore the fact that Clarence is in the bath. Let's search him. Shaking terribly, you search Clarence's body and establish that he did indeed die by a stab wound to the chest. Because Laura has so much medical training. Upon further searching, you discover a pack of matches in Clarence's coat pocket. Thinking it might come in handy, you take it with you. Matches! We have matches. Finally! You know what that means? We can finally light the damn lantern. Which means we can finally get into that secret passage we found in the hedge garden. Well, I guess Clarence's death was good for something. Alright, now that we can do that, I want to see what's there. Actually, before we do that, I want to give another cracker to Polly, because it's Act 7. Give cracker to Polly. Give a cracker to the parrot. Hark! Sleep tight, my pretties! Hark! In the basement! The basement! The basement? This house doesn't have a basement. It has a cellar. Unless that bricked up wall in the cellar we saw. Could there be a basement behind that? If so, how do you get there? And who's sleeping tight there? Oh well, that will have to wait for a bit while we investigate the mysteries of the hedge garden. There's that passage, so now we can light the lantern. Using a match, you carefully light the lantern. It glows brightly. This looks like an underground passage of some sort. Boy, it sure is dark down here. The sudden sound of scurrying rats causes your heart to begin beating wildly. There's also some dripping water here. And a dinosaur skeleton. Surprisingly well preserved, considering it's in a swamp. Anyway, we didn't die this time. Are there any sudden holes in here that we need to watch out for? This looks like an underground passage of some sort. This is the same description as the previous screen. Well, it looks so far this is slightly more friendly than the King's Quest IV dark passages. It appears that you've discovered an old sealed-off portion of the basement. So there is a basement. You notice some outdated laundry paraphernalia in the form of a laundry chute, a wash tub, and a broken-down wringer. You can barely make out a pile of something underneath the chute. Oh, so that's where that chute we saw upstairs came out. I see. Well, the pile of something would therefore logically be a pile of laundry, I guess. Although it would be a very old pile of laundry if this was bricked off and nobody ever uses this anymore. Well, let's check what the pile might... Oh god. Ah! Pile of dead bodies. Nice facial expression. Someone has cruelly dumped the bodies of Gertie, Wilbur, Gloria, Ethel, Fifi, Jeeves, and Clarence down the old laundry chute. Well, that explains how all the bodies went missing. The laundry chute, oldest trick in the book. And that explains what the parrot just said. A pile of dead bodies lies at the bottom of the old laundry chute. The sight sickens you. Yeah. That is not a fun thing to do. Can we search them? You don't even want to go near them. Okay. Let's look what else is here. It's just old laundry equipment. There's nothing of importance here. This is kind of weird, because wasn't this supposed to be the secret passage for that girl who died here, or whose parents died here during the Civil War? Why would they have a secret passage that just leads to the basement, where you can do laundry? That seems somewhat strange to me. But it looks like there's another one of those bricked off walls on this side, so maybe there's more to this basement than we think. It looks as if two opposite walls have been bricked up. On the left wall, next to one bricked up portion, you notice a small metal plate. Yeah, that's over here. You see a small metal plate in the wall next to a bricked up archway. There's a hole in the middle of the metal plate. A hole in the metal plate next to a wall. I wonder what that could be about. Maybe this will lead us to the secret that Sarah was supposed to find down here. Oh, damn it. I lost focus in the window there. Couldn't press enter. Let's see. Do we have anything that goes with that? We have the crank that we found on the bell. Well, let's try and put that in the hole. Kind of looks like a crank hole. With some effort, you're able to insert the crank into the hole of the small metal plate. It fits perfectly. Aha! Turn the crank. As you slowly turn the crank, a secret panel opens to another passage. I knew there was more to this secret place. I wonder where this leads. More dark tunnels, of course. And my observant viewers will have noticed that there's no way to die here, because I didn't save. You have come upon some stairs leading upward. You wonder where they might lead. I do wonder. We should be on the left side of the estate now, or the west side, I guess I should say. Or just a chapel there, and the graveyard, of course. You've entered a cold, dark tomb. From moonlight shining in through a stained glass window, you can make out 4 vaults in the wall and a stone sarcophagus on the floor. Each vault has a nameplate above it. The tomb door is barred on this side. Since it's barred, I guess we can get it back out through that. Let's look around a bit. Those are lovely stained glass windows. Guess it's important to have nice lighting in a tomb. Let's look at those nameplates. The nameplate reads Marie Frances Crouton. The nameplate reads Ruby Crouton. The nameplate reads Thomas S. Crouton. Apparently I can't walk behind here. Or if I can, I don't know how. I just go around this way. The nameplate reads Claude Crouton. Wait a second. We've seen a list of names of croutons before, and there wasn't a Ruby Crouton. Also, this one kind of stands out. It's the only name we can see. So I wonder... Let's open that vault, for which we need the crowbar. You insert the crowbar into the small opening between the vault door and the tomb wall. You then pull with all your might. With a loud crack, the door pops open. And there's no body in there. Nervously, you peek into the open vault and see a leather pouch. You remove the leather pouch from the vault and take it with you. Let's see what's in the pouch. You open the leather pouch and peer inside. It's full of precious jewels. Carefully, you close it again so as not to lose any. So that's what Sarah was supposed to find. Well, we found it instead. This isn't really related to the murders, it's just an extra thing you can do for more points and things of that nature. You can open the other vaults, but there's no real point in doing so. Because all that's in there are skeletons. Alas, poor Yorick. His head is now in pieces. That's kind of a bad thing to do. I feel bad about that. Yeah. Yeah, you don't need to open them if you figure out that Ruby is the correct one. There's no penalty for opening the others as far as I'm aware. The tomb door is barred shut, but since the bar is on this side, that's kind of easy to fix. You grab the bar holding the door shut and carefully raise it. Now the door is free. It does, however... No, wait, you can go back inside. I thought it barred back behind you. There is no way to get the lantern back, but, well, we don't need it anyway. Well... This was an interesting video. We found the bodies and we found treasure. We'll see what else we can find in the next video.